We are live, Chris. What's going on, yo? Welcome to the Pinstripe Short Chat today. Oh, wait, hold on. What's going on, yo? Welcome to the PinstripeStrong Podcast. It is June 22nd, and the New York Yankees have just finished taking 2 out of 3 from the Tampa Bay Rays. And since we won and took 2 of 3 and we won the series, as tradition, of course, Chris.
Tradition. It happens all the time.
It happens all the time. So, great job there. Yankees win. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about my visit to the Trop, being able to be, like, so welcomed in the Trop. They're so hospitable. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about the great vibes. This team, whether things are going their way or not, the respect that this team deserves, okay, and has earned. We need to talk about that. And, of course, we'll talk about the series and your thoughts, of course, people in the chat gang, the Noti Squad, everybody that is in the YouTube chat as well. Welcome to the PinstripeStrong Podcast.
Let's do it.
I tripped the beat, ne? Let's go. Aha. Woo! Let's go. What's going on, y'all? It is your boy Joezmcfly here. I think I see a James O'Brien in the chat. Not sure if it's the same one. You're supposed to be doing Talking Yanks. What are you doing in here, Mr. James Jimmy O'Brien, the senior? What is going on?
What's good, yo?
No, what is good with you? And Jake is. Why is Jake calling me right now in the middle of the? All right, I gotta pick this up because this is, you know, it's funny business. Jake,
Dude,
what's up?
dude, we saw you guys doing the intro and it was hype, dude.
That's what it is, bro.
Did you see the Yanks won?
The Yanks won. That is what we are going to talk about.
That's what happened.
See our boy Joe's won 15K?
We're going to talk about how he won 15K. We're going to talk about the hospitality that is the Rays and the Trop and how it's one of the best stadiums in America.
I heard a rumor you brought that check to the stadium.
That what?
I heard a rumor in the chat that you brought that check with you into the stadium before the game.
Hey, no. How would I get that through security? How would I put that on the big board?
Joe, I hate the Rays.
I hate the Rays as well. I'm glad we're on record as saying this.
We all hate the Rays.
It sounds like I think they're trying to bribe you, dude.
Chris says he hates. No, what are you crazy? That's how hospitable they are. That they're saying, you know what, they're trying to recruit, but they're saying, you know what, you're a Yankee fan, we'll give it to you anyway. Don't worry about it, man. And you know what? Take the series too. Take the series.
It feels like next Yankees Rays series, you're gonna be like, I don't know, maybe the Rays aren't that bad, and then like a month from now, you're gonna be like, shifting's cool, and I like turf.
No, that's not.
You ever
That's.
think about donating the 50K back to the Trop to get a better stadium?
Well, you know what? I went over there and I called them out on a lot of bullshit. You know, remember that they were missing an E from the top. They fixed it. You know, they fixed it today, apparently. So, a lot of stuff going on. Maybe we affected some stuff, making fun of them. They're just a little joke. That's it.
I love you.
All right, well, hey, you and Chris have a great show. We really like the energy. Should we go high energy on our end, or should we go low energy?
Anytime you beat a division rival after the record in last year, in the last couple of years, after the Yankees haven't been able to do it, I think high energy is needed.
All right. Jimmy's got a crazy look in his eye. We're going to high energy, dude.
Let's go. Burn, Jakey, burn.
Have a good show.
I'm just seeing you. I'm talking to you right now, and I'm seeing you on Yes Channel right now. What is this blue?
What?
I'm seeing you guys on Yes Channel. They're saying Jimmy and Jake. You guys have got a really cool color blue there. That was cool.
I like that graphic.
That was an awesome graphic.
Very good.
Tell Chris we said hi.
He
Hello?
said hi. He said hey. I don't know why he said it like that though.
I didn't say hey.
He said hey.
All right, see you guys. Have fun.
We gotta get ready. Let's get these podcasts over with because the real series starts this weekend against the Astros. That's a litmus test. Let's go.
Yeah, fucking Dolphins.
What? No, he hung up on that.
What's good? Keith's in the chat. What's good?
Let's go, Keith.
Hey, man.
Yo, Keith, you gotta be on the podcast this weekend, bro.
Oh, yeah. For the
Bro, if we
Astros
could do that
series?
shit. We could do that shit in person. I would love it.
For the Astros series, yeah, we gotta be in person.
My man said at the end, you see the way he ended that? Why he said that at the end? He said, yeah, fuck a dolphin, yeah. Why he said that shit?
It reminds me of that sheep joke. But what I was gonna say, you
Yes.
gotta get a dolphin tattoo, B.
No, we're not getting a dolphin tattoo.
It's almost like you have to, like
Absolutely not.
like a dolphin with a bat.
I will not be putting a dolphin on my body. That will be, the jokes will never end, and I'm
Bro, that
okay.
shit that's just for life. Yeah, don't do that.
What?
Yeah, that's just for life. Don't do that.
That's a fact.
Joe, it's probably a silly question to ask, but how are you doing, my good sir?
Chris, chat, everybody out there, I'm happy because anytime that I can say that, Chris, I'm happy.
That should be a drop.
Yankees win.
That should be a drop.
Yankees win.
I stop. See now.
I'm sorry. Chris,
Was good.
I'm happy. The chat's happy. I'm glad we beat the Rays. I think the Rays, after yesterday, felt that, you know what? I think we're going to come back. I think we're going to take this series. And especially being up 3-0 early on our starter, they're like, oh, we got these starters. Let's go. Paredes. From Paredes to the walls. To the Central Balls.
Clip that.
That was pretty good.
Clip
All right, guys, that was very good. All right,
Hey,
that was
listen,
very
man,
good.
listen,
All right,
listen.
anyway,
Listen, that was good.
that was good. All right, good. Anyway, so that happened, and then you know what? I'm thinking they're like, yeah, whatever. You know, there's people even in our chat getting negative, like, oh, the Yankees lost their momentum. I'm like, momentum, guys. Let's show some respect for the 2022 Yankees here. The respect that they deserve, Chris.
Absolutely.
Leading the league in comeback wins, doing what they're supposed to do with walk-off wins as well, winning at home, winning on the road. Let's fucking go, man.
It's just amazing. It's just amazing to see, amazing to witness. You know, what you looking for?
Jimmy clipped up that one little part when I said, Jake said, yeah, fucking dolphin. Yeah, he clipped up that one little part. Now forget about it. Now it's over. Fucking shit, man.
Is he gonna post that now?
Yeah, you fucker.
You fucking bet I'm gonna post that. I'm sorry.
Sweetheart. All right.
But it's just amazing to see, B, like the resilience in this team. You know, even Monty didn't have his best stuff. We'll get into Monty's start a little later on, obviously, but
Yes.
even him just, you know, staying the course and pitching a little deeper into the game. Judge is like, yo, don't worry about it. I feel like even with Judge doing what he did, Trevino, you know, on defense.
Chris, this
on
game,
defense.
this last game was a lot of the little stuff that I love about the game of baseball that the other Yankees from other years weren't happening.
Absolutely.
Yes. So, I mean, yeah, no, Keith is saying, oh, he's usually working. Keith, I mean, if you're free on Sunday, it's the Astros. So, I mean, if you're free on Sunday, I mean, I'm with it. If you're with it, it's fine. If you can't, I understand. But I'm with it. We would love to have you on as always, my brother. Chris, adjust your camera because I think you're off to the side. All right.
Yeah, I've been dealing with this for a while.
All right, cool. So yeah. So that was good vibes there. Was at the Trop. I love the Yankees so much, because they said, you know what, Joe's, we'll sacrifice the game so you could win $15K? We'll win the series so we won't even remember the series later on. We already got 50 of these in the bag. We'll get 51 tomorrow. But you know what? And you never win, man. So you know what? You win $15K. So we feel like you won. And that was dope.
That was crazy. Because you sent the tweet, you're like, yo, what are the chances?
Chris, that's funny because in high school we always make that joke like, what are the chances?
What are the chances? 50-50.
50-50 apparently.
You got the first 50.
Chris, I got to tell you real quick the story on that. Do you understand the infinite things that needs to happen in order for that to even happen? Guys, in case you guys don't know, I went to Tampa. I witnessed a great win, the first game out there in Tampa. Look at the trop. I did a food review also on the next night. Listen, what happened was I was going to go. I was actually only supposed to go there for 1 day, Chris, 1 game, and then come back home. I decided, let me stay an extra day. I stay an extra day.
1 more day.
Right? But then I didn't have a ticket to the game. Right? I'm like, oh, man, I'm looking at the ticket prices. I'm like, I don't want to spend more money, like that much more money. That's a lot of money. I'm like, you know what? I haven't done it already. I haven't done it before.
Mm-hmm.
I call up Luis Severino. Hey, I'm sorry to bother, bro. I don't like doing. Do you think I can get a ticket to tonight's game? He's like, and I'm expecting him to be like, what, like getting annoyed. He's like, claro que sí. Like, what the hell? And he's like, damn, like now you ask me, like, what the hell? And he's like, where's Chris? Asked for you. And I was like, oh, nah, I'm not. He's not here. It's just me by myself. He's like, you just need 1 ticket. I'm like, just 1 ticket. He's like, all right, cool, don't worry about it. Give me your phone number, and I'm going to have whatever. So,
ladies and gentlemen.
Well, he has my phone number. You know what I mean. But he was like, we're going to send it to your phone number, and then you're going to be good.
Ladies and gentlemen, Luis Severino asked for Chris McFly. Just want to put it out there.
Yeah, put it out there. So then I'm waiting. I'm waiting outside the stadium, guys. It's like gates open. I'm waiting outside the stadium. They were giving out a bobblehead, by the way, at the Rays Stadium. I think it was a Zunino bobblehead. Anyway, so I have that. I'll put it in the office somewhere because it's not staying in my house. All right, so then
give it a key.
Give it a key. So then, I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and let me see if he's in. So Sevy's not answering. I'm like, oh shit. So I call his wife. His wife's like, oh yeah, don't worry about it. I got to take it care of. Boom. So whatever, blah, blah, blah. I get in the stadium, all that stuff. She finally gets there. She's like, hey, where are you? I'm sitting in a different section than her, just one section over. She's like, just come over here and sit next to me. Watching the game, Yankees are kind of trailing, Yankees is kind of weird, whatever. Chris, I'm like, what is this 50-50 thing? Because they don't have that in New York for some reason. Right. They apparently have it in every other stadium. They don't have it in New York. Like, what is that 50-50? I'm like, she's like, oh, it's something that you bet, and then you could win that. All that money that's up there, you can win. At the end of the game, they announce a winner. I'm like, okay. And then I get to the lady finally comes back to me. I let her pass twice, Chris.
Wow.
And then she comes back to me, and I'm like, all right, you know what? I'll buy. I'm like, how much is it? She's like, well, you could get this amount of tickets for $50. I think it was like 200 numbers or whatever. I'm like, all right, I'll do $50. Where does the money go? She's like, well, half of it goes to the pot. The other half goes to a charity. I'm like, damn, so it's only half. I'm only doing 25. You know what? Right. You know what? Do another 50. Let's do 100. Right? She's like, okay. So then whatever, I get it. Chris, 8th inning, all that stuff. Yankees still trailing. Chris, the number that hits is not in the first ticket. No. It's in the second. One of the numbers that are in there.
You say, you know what? Let's just do 50.
Yo.
An extra 50.
And that ticket. And I won? I couldn't believe it. I was like, no. And then Rosmali's next to me, who's Severino's wife. She's reading the numbers. She's like, you won. I'm like, no, I didn't. She's like, you won. You won, Malvao. Ganate, Malvao. And I'm like, no. Then she read it to me. And I'm like, oh, my God. Yo, I'm in shock. She takes me to go meet Sevy and the boys and all of them. Wandy was down there. Looked like a proud dad. Wandy was straight up proud deal.
Bésame la mano.
You know, like he was holding his child, beautiful wife. Looked at me, kind of stuck out his chest. Oh, ¿cómo está? Por fin. I'm like,
Wandy.
it's Wandy. Shook my hand, was looking at me like a proud dad. I said, you know what, Wandy? What is that lo mío, loco? I see Loaiza there, my man looking like he's ready to come back. Looking at me like, okay, you won? Sevy's in shock. Severino's like, y tú ganaste. Gleyber was like, ¿qué tú ganaste? And then he looked at he's like, ¿tú ganaste 50-50? Oh, shake my hand. Herman comes around. He's like, oh, yeah. You won? Yeah, man. You got to play every time. I'm like, sir, in Spanish, I will never play a dime here again. Do you understand that? He's like, why not? I'm like, the way this works, that'll never happen again. He's like, you're right. Basically, it's Spanish. It was cool. Like, we was vibing right there. And then, Chris, I fucking won $15,000.
That shit is insane, B.
Crazy. That's the story.
That shit is insane. Congratulations, my God.
Congratulations. That's crazy. That's how we open the podcast.
That gets an up.
That's enough. How about the Rays hospitality? Also, treating somebody that is not a fan. I mean, where else they pay you $15K to go to the game, Chris?
That's crazy. All we get in Yankee Stadium is like, find the ball under the hat. And shit.
Yeah.
the train ride.
That shit that they have in Harlem when you get out of Harlem on 2/5 and shit. The dude with the little bottle caps and shit with the bean inside.
The little bottle caps, man. Don't go to Fordham.
Yo, and they got like a whole crowd. They got like a whole crowd around him. And he's like, yeah, okay. Guess where the beans at? Guess where guys, tell you a story real quick. They got Chris. They took all of his prom money.
I knew that was almost. They took almost took all. But because you know what they do? They let you win like the first couple of tries until it gets good to you, and then like, oh, you're all right. I took half my freaking money. I wanted to keep playing to try to win it back, and Joe had to stop me. Like, yo, no, we gotta go.
Yeah, he was like, no, I'll do it again. I saved Chris. From losing the rest of his life. He would have still been there till this day, betting his life.
This day, old. And now I was like, yo, let me get my money. He was like, yo, bro, no, that shit is dead. That's dead. Walk away. We got some good news too, man.
Oh, yeah. Good news, real quick.
We do got some good news before we continue with 3 up, 3 down.
Yes.
But it's not Sevy. Chapman, he's going to be with
Chris, real quick.
Tarpons.
Somebody said it was a sweep for you, Joe. How sweep it is.
How sweep it is. It was a sweep.
It was a sweep. That's 3 W's. Go ahead, Chris.
My bad. It was Somerset. Chapman's going to pitch with Somerset on a rehab.
Good.
It's great stuff. Herman had a rehab. I didn't see the numbers, but he had a rehab today with single A. And we got to welcome an old friend back. Albert Abreu. Who should be celebrated because he got us Jose Trevino.
Absolutely. So basically, the Yankees got Jose Trevino, our all-star catcher, for $3.99.
Like they got Gleyber.
For $3.99.
And David, he was designated for a side.
Cashman is actually the guy with the bottle caps, like outside of 2/5 and shit with other teams.
That'd be a great like meme. Cashman outside just playing like.
Yeah.
Yo, he's definitely beating guys teams over the head. That's why the New York tax is always high, man. The New York tax is always going to be high because other teams know what we do.
Mm-hmm.
So we got Joe's check. Or Joe's win, I should say. Tampa's hospitality. What would you give a third up? I want to say.
I have one.
Say it.
Continuing to do the little things that got you the big wins.
Love that.
The fact that
I was gonna say resilience, like the resilient.
Well,
Yankees,
that's around the same thing. Maybe, but for Monty to not have all of his stuff and still give the Yankees 6 when they need it, that was great. That's a little thing, right? You give up 4 runs, you look at the box score, you're like, oh, he sucked tonight. But then you watch the whole game, and it's like he kept the Yankees there, right? Gave up those 4 runs, and that's it. He really gave up those 3 runs, and then that ground ball, whatever it is, it's fine. You know, he gave the Yankees a chance to come back. The reason that the Yankees lead in comeback wins is because their starters give them, and pitching gives them their opportunity to do so. The other thing that got me really hyped, Chris, Clark Schmidt backing up third base.
Yes, that
was big.
That
okay,
was huge.
That would have scored another run if he would have been like, oh man, like, but his head is in the game. I met Clark Schmidt too, by the way, in the clubhouse. I told him yesterday, stay in your bag, bro. He's like, you know it. We talk all the time. So he's like, I'm like, yo, stay in your bag, bro. He's like, yeah, you know it, man. And he looked at me like, yeah. All right, cool.
Stay in your bag.
My man stood there. He prevented a run, not only with his pitching, but now doing his job defending. Giancarlo Stanton, the first throw that made it really close. And you think that the Rays would think, oh, you know, let me not try to take the extra base on Giancarlo. And then they tried again. And this time he's like, you know what? This time I'm fucking getting you. And he pegged him out at second base. And that was awesome. So boom, got him there.
Trevino, bases loaded.
Trevino,
Monty.
yes.
Monty's struggling, and he's like, yo, bro, I'm going to get you out of it.
Yes.
For some reason, Walls was far off the third bag, but that's none of our business.
Good job. That was another good one that I forgot
bro,
about.
His eyes are always everywhere,
Yes.
man.
I think that was a set play from the dugout, though, that they called. Yeah. So,
but to execute it.
Yes, to execute it.
Donaldson, you know, block the bag.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like you said, the little things, babe.
Another little thing that happened, it all seems like it happened in this game, but of course. Another little thing was Trevino working that at bat.
Yes.
Okay? That at bat before the 2-run homer today, he worked that at bat. He laid off some tough sliders with the guy that's nasty two-seamer sinker, whatever, that comes up. He protected the plate well. He did and then the bomb. I mean, these are like the little things that make you a championship club.
Yes.
It's not always the home. It's giving you the opportunities so that your homers actually mean something. And that's good. That's the third out. That's the whole podcast, basically. We did a whole fucking podcast.
All right, guys, man, leave your questions. And absolutely, I love that. Now, obviously, what goes up must come down. And, you know, we got to pick a couple things that are not so good.
Yes. The downs, what would the downs be? I can tell you the downs. One down. Just one out of me, since I was at the Trop.
Talk about it.
They do need a new stadium. Let's be serious. They need a new stadium.
They do.
That to me is a down. It does feel like a library in there at times, like real quiet. It feels weird. It doesn't feel like you're at a ball game all the time.
How does it feel? Like you're just like,
it's like it just feels like you're in a mall and like people make like that like mall noise. Like Google mall noise, whatever that, or YouTube it.
It's like everybody's talking at the same time.
Yeah,
everybody's talking.
It's weird.
Oh, that's weird.
It's like a weird vibe.
The piano in the background. No, that sucks.
I love the Trop, but I hate the Trop. All right, and what's another down that you got?
Another down. Can we talk about Cortez?
Is this going to be your down?
No. I don't know. I mean, it's for the second game, I guess one down could be, you know, why we still pitching to Paredes, even though we got him out.
He's not a guy you really pitch. You're supposed to be pitching around, man. Like he's like a guy that he just had a night.
He kept no, he didn't. He homered again today.
I know, but during that night, he just had a night. It was just like,
yeah, he
you
did.
know,
he did.
That's an aberration. If anything,
that is an aberration. Not so much. We shouldn't spend. I mean, I've been trying to think about a specific down. Maybe the chat could let us know what would they pick for a couple downs here, but I can't even think of one right now, man. I'm just too hyped off the win. Another series win for the Yankees for sure.
Yeah, I mean another down. How about this whole arbitration thing?
You know, thank you so much for bringing it up.
Jomboy makes a great point.
Thank you so much for bringing it up.
Jomboy makes a great point when he says, how can you say that you're going to offer him an extension worth $30 million a year? right? But say he wasn't worth $21 million this year. How's that make sense?
Apparently, it's based on last season.
Chris, I know, but there was an offer made by the Yankees that's on record. You understand?
Right. It makes no sense.
The offer on record is for $30 million a year. Did you not offer that? Yes. So if you offered that, how is he not worth 21? So you're telling me he's not worth the 21 that he asked for, but he's worth the 30? Explain, Cashman.
That makes no sense.
Or no, it's not even Cashman that's there. It's Levine. Explain, Levine. Well, okay, you know what? We're just going to end this now. This is going to be like a 5-minute thing. We're just going to end this now because it's what I don't like this whole thing hanging over everything unless the Yankees have the tactic of like tomorrow they're going to show up and say, we have no argument. He deserves the 21. He actually deserves more. If they're going to do that and like blow Judge away, like, okay, then okay. But if it happens where it's like Delabatances.
But why let it get to that point where you got to go to
I don't know. Maybe it could be more more impactful. Maybe you feel like you could make him feel like, okay, these guys like you get me? These guys aren't like gonna sit here and try to bring me down because that's what arbitration process is. Like you got to argue why that person doesn't deserve the money.
$4 million, B.
Chris, I know. Which is why the Yankees could take that tack. They just be like, oh, well.
Now that we're here, let's just have Chipotle and talk about how we're going to.
Now that we're here, I actually don't disagree. He deserves that. He actually deserves more. Actually, I don't even know why he didn't put in for more. All right, well, I guess this is over.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah, make him
all
grin.
Right. Now you judge. That's probably all the corny ass joke.
Yeah, the corny ass arbiter. All rise.
All rise.
Not for you, Judge. Of course.
So good to see you.
Oh man, that's great. That was a knee slapper. I was thinking about that coming in this morning with my coffee. Nobody laughs and shit. Yeah, it's like that one.
The last up, I guess it could be. I'm gonna give it a Walls, bum ass Walls. I don't care what anybody says. I'm gonna give it a Walls.
What he did?
F you for being so good at defense.
I mean, he did.
He's really good. I hate that guy.
He did do some great things on defense. All right, good.
The Walls did some great things, and with the bat.
So that is 3 up, 3 down. What is your
3 up, 3 down? So the Yankees coming into the series were coming off a bad loss, but they fought. They were leading in that game 8-3, and then Blue Jays came back, whatever. So they definitely needed to make a statement in the first game.
Yes,
absolutely, and I think they did.
I believe that they've done such things.
I think so too. Because Cole was fantastic.
I was kind of saying this, how there's something. I think Jake called me for the Talking Yanks pregame show before. He was like, yo, what do you think about Cole? Like, before I got to the game. First of all, the game felt like it wasn't even a game going on in the Trop when I got in there. I'm like, yo, it felt like the end of the game when everybody's leaving the stadium.
Jesus,
I'm like, what's happened? There's usually like a buzz before there was nothing. I don't know what the hell was that about. I always feel like Cole takes these games against the Rays personally because of what's happened in the past. He takes the at-bats against Choi personally because of what happened, obviously how he's had his quote-unquote number, and that bothers him. So he's like, you know what? I'm showing up. Last time I was in the Trop, they rocked me. I took care of them at the stadium, but I want to take care of them at the Trop. And he does, Chris. He was pitching no-hit innings into the eighth inning. Into the eighth inning. Gives up the base hit. Solid hit. He gives up right up the middle. And then he gets another out, and then he leaves the game. Garrett Cole's line was awesome, man. For him to give the Yankees 7 1/3, 1 hit, 1 run. That 1 run was earned, I guess.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. I guess it was.
That was a little. That run was a little annoying. I gotta admit, because it wasn't.
It was
kind of, but 12 Ks out of him, 3 walks. Don't like the walks, but I thought he did a great job there with that.
Now this is a game, as much as how dominant Cole was. This is a game they actually had to work, go hard after he was out, go hard for that win. Mm-hmm. They had to come back because the Rays ended up tying the game. But how the Yankees got those 2 runs, I mean, Rizzo, that guy.
Chris, I was 2 seats from the field on the Rays dugout side. They were so cheap, those seats. They were like 120 or whatever, 140. But
the section, or how much it costs?
How much it costs.
Oh, okay.
It's like 2 seats right from the field. So I got a perfect view of Rizzo's homer from the left side. It looks so beautiful, Chris. Off the bat, it looks so beautiful in that first inning. But the vibe, the real vibe, there were like 2 stadiums in there. The right side with the Rays dugout, that's like Rays fans, trickled with some Yankee fans. The left side behind the Yankee dugout was filled. It was like Yankee Stadium. And they were hype. And it just felt like, I was like, oh shit, let's go. So whatever, Rizzo hit that bomb, got the Yankees started. I thought that this game was more important for the Rays than the Yankees because they had their best pitcher going. Mm-hmm. They had their best pitcher. And he shut it down after that, to their credit. Did. Shut it down after that. Trevino then got the Yankees take advantage of another error.
Choi error. Another error. I think it was they gave it a Walls or they gave it a Choi, but Choi couldn't. He couldn't.
They gave it a Choi.
Trevino again.
The Rays don't play clean baseball this year. That's the difference in this team from last year. And, they're hurt offensively, but that's one difference.
Gleyber scored on that. Donaldson double. And then Hicks with another big hit.
I think you skipped some stuff. Well, they went in the
I'm talking about the scoring.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Because when that 7th inning happened, it was like, okay, Yankees are up 2-0. We got the run. We're just going to win this 2-0. No problem. Clay Holmes comes in the 8th. Chris.
Clay Holmes, man.
And this is what happens. Like, stuff happens like this, and, it just happens. It is what it is, and, hats off to him. Guys, let's give Clay Holmes a round of applause for having the scoreless streak and did not give up runs. This is the first runs that he gave up since opening day. Yes.
And I think that was like one of the first runs that he inherited that scored as well.
So it was both.
Yeah, so it was both.
His ERA shoots up, Chris, to a 0.55. 0.55. Gave up that 1 run, but then, it's the game is tied there. It's weird. It's like, oh shit, what the hell? Who's gonna come out now? Of course, Theo Wandy comes out and it's like, hey, I got this. Kind of shuts it down, and then he ends up getting the W. But the reason why he got the W, as you were saying earlier, Chris, Hicks gets a huge hit in another series again. This was important. We talked about, instead of you being along for the ride, now you're there pushing. Chris, he's a little bit off the skateboard now.
He's a little bit, yeah.
He kind of he won that game for the most part. That was a game-winning hit.
Because the scored it was 4-2.
Yes.
With that triple, it was 3-2 basically, and we got that insurance. But I thought it was out. It looked like it was. Like
he thought it was out, Chris. He thought it was gone.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
It was not.
But still, nonetheless, I mean, that was good. And then Trevino gets the sac fly, and it's 4-2. So the Yankees,
underrated.
Like Jake says, the Yankees showed a lot of fortitude by winning 4-2. He's probably saying that in his burn right now as we speak.
A lot of dog in them.
Great job. They got a lot of dog in them.
They're going to be a dog. Yep. A lot of dog there right now.
They're going to be a dog there now. And he going to be foaming at the mouth.
Wandy was for sure. Had some dog in him in that inning in the bottom of the ninth. That was a scary play at the end. when they all converge at and Hicks was the one that caught the ball.
Well,
Good
Chris,
stuff, man.
the scarier thing, the fear of God entered me when it was like, all right, cool, we're gonna win now. Ground ball to DJ. All right, double play, guys. Let's go.
My.
And DJ throws up like, what is going on?
Yo, he threw it wide, man.
That shit don't happen. I was like, what is going on?
When a good thing goes bad, that was horrible, babe. But that was DJ's first error of the season.
Yeah, I mean, the Yankees have been playing clean defense, man. Very good
man.
defense. A great job.
Yankees win 4-2. Fortitude.
Yeah. Am I going to all 4 games against the Astros? No. I think I'm definitely going to tomorrow's game against the
Astros. It's Taillon versus Valdez tomorrow, but we'll talk about it later on. Game 2.
Yes.
I ain't like game 2, man.
Game 2 was weird. I loved game 2. Actually, that was my favorite game of one of my favorite games of the season.
No, game. Oh yeah, actually. Yeah, games. But baseball.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Paredes, basically, that was his game.
Yeah.
Cortez didn't have it.
No,
he did not like that mount at all.
No.
Uncomfortable getting like the way the ball sounded off the Rays bats.
Yeah, they hit 3 homers off of him, Chris. They were all on the cutter. Like they were on his cutter. It wasn't like cutting enough or whatever it was. But yo, listen, Paredes had that. He hit that over the Paredes. Okay?
over the Paredes. I gotta be honest, man. Don't hate me, but I did pick him up in fantasy, and
wow, Chris,
I did pick him up in fantasy.
You're out, a fraud. All right. Well, the
you hit another home run today.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, man. The Yankees are not paying me anything. I gotta win this fantasy.
Actually, indirectly, they might be.
Well, yeah.
You see,
I do have Judge on my team.
Don't.
I do
Don't do that. Don't try to save yourself having Judge on it. No.
I drafted Judge.
Yeah. So
But,
whatever.
The Cortez didn't have it. Gallo made a nice play.
Yeah.
In this game, Ramirez of the Rays also homered. That was one off Cortez. But DJ, man.
DJ tied it up at 2. You're thinking, oh, let's go. And then Paredes homers again. You got to get the shutdown innings. Yankees didn't. Paredes is his 3rd homer. It was a 2-run shot, making it 5-2. But then credit the Yankee pitching, because then after that they would shut them down and give the Yankees a chance.
Yeah.
Listen, Chris, I said this before. I want to be wrong. Gallo? I'm so out, Chris. Like, that situation where he had early in the game, runners on 2nd and 3rd, all you need is a fly. Like, just, can you change your approach a little bit, bro? They're shifting you and bringing the infield in, and they have a 2-run lead, and you strike out, bro. Like, come on, man. Like,
I mean, we'll get into it, obviously. I mean, today he had a... We'll get into it. But, yeah.
Get into it now. Fuck it. I mean...
Well, because they threw two pitches down the middle, and he let it go. Like, he was looking at it. He let it go. And then he swings at the high fastball. He's under it. Strikes out. But then another at bat, he worked the walk. Like, I think he was down 0-2. He worked it full, and then he walked. So it's like, bro, you could do it. You could walk. You could hit the ball. Like, what is it? I keep hearing, everybody saying like, well, he's not coachable. He's not listening. He's being stubborn, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, so how is he getting at bats? If you're not willing to change, because obviously what you're doing is not working. Now it's at a level of insanity, or it's not even working at the consistency that, because look at Hicks. You know what I mean? Like, something's working for Hicks. Well, ask him. You on the left side too. What's working for Hicks is not working for you. And I know you're two different players, but you both could hit the shit out the ball. You both could, you don't hit for average, but you could hit with power. So what is it what's happening that you're not willing to change? You're not willing to make the adjustments so you could contribute to the team? Because, I mean, the way the Yankees are playing right now, I mean, they're shooing for the playoffs.
Could you imagine a playoff at bat and then he's Chris,
probably getting himself out the playoff roster.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like if once it gets to that point, the Yankees are in the playoff, they're looking at everything. Yo, who's gonna come? Blah blah. Bro, you can't be. I don't know. I know that once you're in the playoffs, everything is zero. But right now, you're playing yourself out of that, and it'll be great. It'll be great to have a Gallo that hits for power and takes his walks. You don't have to hit for average because you never done that. But you got to do something.
Chris, it's weird, but you know what? They're phasing him out a little bit. Chris, your camera. I don't know what's happening there. You're like,
I don't know what's going on.
This shit is crazy. I don't know. They're phasing him out little by little. Like they brought him all the way. They're bringing him down in the lineup. They're not playing him against lefties. They're starting to pinch hit him in big at bats. Like pretty soon he's only going to be like a defensive player. Like he's going to be on the bench. Like it's, if you notice, it's not like he's just getting free. He's getting less and less at bats though.
Yeah,
he is.
They batting him ninth.
I think the writing is on the wall that if something crazy doesn't happen soon and he doesn't change something or change his approach or something like that, or something doesn't happen, that he's out of here, man. And I think it's going to happen. It's just not going to work here in New York. I hope it works out for him because he seems like a really nice guy. He does. And he seems like a real cool guy, especially from what Rizzo said and like talking to us. He seems like a cool guy and whatnot. And it's nothing against him personally, but yo, bro, like Yankees are on a championship train, bro. And there can be like those 26 spots are, I mean, Yankees got to make a tough decision to bring Abreu on. Yeah. And somebody that doesn't deserve it has to get kicked off. And you're still on the roster, bro. So it's like if you're going to be on the roster, then you got to, you know what I mean? You got to like pull your own weight, bro.
You got to change faster.
You got to change. If you want to be on the roster, then you have to change faster.
Improve faster, bro. Yeah, man. Because, that's a conversation. Obviously, I think that he's going to, Abreu is going to be brought in tomorrow. So they got to look at either, unfortunately, Bañuelos or Marinaccio, who's been a beast. Marinaccio has. So let's see what happens tomorrow. But yeah, Yankees lose. What was it? 5-3? No, 5.
Yankees end up losing 5-4. They almost come back in this game.
5-4. Came back, man. Yeah. Marwin
hit the 2-run bomb.
Marwin with the late homer, and then Judge was
almost hit it out.
So close.
That's how the universe was like, yo, Joe, too many good things happening today. I can't let you win this game. And I was like, I understand.
They took your hat too, but like,
bro, TSA took my hat the night before, right? Like, stupid. All right, whatever, super.
They're probably rocking it too. PinstripeStrong.
Yo, he's a fan. He's in the chat right now. Yo, what's good, Joe? Man, look at your hat.
You sign it for me, please?
Yeah.
So yeah, the Yankees lose. So they come in today's game. It's Monty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Judge is back in the lineup.
It's good. I mean, we talked a lot about this game for the most part in the beginning. But basically, Yankees got down, but they didn't get out. And I think that you could say that for every single game in this series. Chris?
They were in every game.
Yeah. Like, they're not going to bludgeon every team. The Yankees could come back because they have a toolbox of just different ways to win. And yesterday, they almost came back to win. Or they almost came back to tie the game, at least. I'm not going to say win, but they almost came back to tie the game, Chris. And then now it's like, okay, well, all right, we'll get them tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Like, I seen a lot of these guys after the game. They were like kind of like good spirits and shit. Like, so it was cool. Coming back tomorrow, the next day. Coming back the next day and they do this. They get down early but not out. They're like, all right, let's play ball, baby. Let's go. Freaky dicky.
4-1 at one. Yeah, 4-1, 4-1 at one point.
Judge
Every
at the
time,
two
every
homers,
time,
Chris.
you know what it is? When Judge homers, like it's like
It energizes.
a homer. Yeah, it's like a homer. You know, it's one run, and it's like that's why I went into the chat and
He was off
Joey,
yesterday too.
Yeah, he was. He came in, pinch hit, almost hit it out. But I asked Joey Stats. Shout out to Joey Stats. I was like, yo, how many? What is what's the Yankees record when Judge homers? He said what, 16-4? Was it?
Something like that. I mean, I didn't see it.
I think it was 16-4, and I sent them a message. I was like, yo, 17-4 now. It's just crazy. Like you said, it just energized the Yankees. It's like, yo, nah, man, we're not. we're gonna fight every at bat, every pitch. We're gonna fight. That's what I'm like. Yeah, Judge homers, I'm not worried, B. And they did what they had to do, man. They won today, 5-4, comeback win. Love to see that.
Love to see that for sure.
What stood out to you besides everything else that happened here? I mean, we touched on it with the
we
defense.
touched on a lot of it. I mean, I thought that the bullpen came in and they really did stabilize the game. I mean, the end of Monty's start and the bullpen really stabilized the game and allowed the Yankees to come back. We talked about the little things that they did in this game already.
Holmes, I like the bounce back from Holmes, man.
The bounce back from in this game? Oh yeah. From his outing. Yes.
And you see, like Castro was up. I guess one of the last things we say about this game, but Castro was up. He was warming up, and as soon as Yankees took the lead, he sat down. Yo, King, you up?
Yeah. I know.
It's like, get out of here, but you up, King? Yeah. So it's the 8th and the 9th right there, King and Holmes. I mean, let's see what happens when Chapman comes back, when Loizaga comes back. Britton is on his way as well. Oh no, you Britton, and Herman as well. Yankees take another series.
Yeah. Yankees take another series is awesome. It's crazy because of the way that they lost the game against the Jays, and I don't know if people forgot that the Yankees are still winning series. Like they're still winning series. They're 51-18, Chris. How can we not love this team when all they do is just perform well in various departments? That's like you go into a mall and everything's on like a really good sale in the mall. It's like you walk in one store, you're like, oh, okay, that's good. You walk into another store, oh, okay. You go into Lids, they got the gray bottom brims, and you're like, okay, and it's on sale.
It's on sale.
You go into like it's like
40%.
Yo, everything is like, are you guys going out of business? Like, nah, it's like this all the time, bro.
It's just that we got it like
we just the best mall in the East Coast, in the world. How do you feel about being in the best mall in the world, youngin? I feel great.
In the world.
I'm glad I brought my wallet for you, my friend. I will spend my money with you. I'm getting my money's worth here. I'm getting my money's worth here. Love this mall.
Absolutely. Everything the sun touches is on a special. It's on discount. But it's great to be a Yankee fan. Yes. Pick to click.
Who chose
we got to talk about the pick to click. Who's pick to click?
It's time for the pick to click. Who chose the pick to click? Who chose the pick to click? Coming into this series right now.
So I chose Hicks. You chose.
Did he even play?
Gleyber. What?
Ooh. Did any of them?
So,
okay. Oh, Hicks had a big hit.
So Gleyber. I won for sure.
He had a big hit that won the game. He had a game-winning hit.
Yeah, he had a game-winning hit. Gleyber had a stolen base, 3 strikeouts, a walk, and 1 hit this series. Hicks had 2 hits, one of them being a
game-winning hit.
Game-winning hit, RBI, 3 Ks. Yeah, this is...
I think Hicks won.
I think Hicks won.
Hicks won because I think anytime you win a game, like with your hitting, and you win the game, you have to get like some sort of like like a precedence kind of like a
Yeah.
like
It's like a
we need to
golden-
elevate you. That's the better word. You need to get an elevation,
Yeah,
Point.
elevate.
an elevation
Elevate.
point. You know,
Yeah, absolutely. Hicks definitely got it. Now pinstripe.
yeah. It's time for the Pinstripe Strong Performer of the Series. The Pinstripe Strong. The Pinstripe Strong Performer of the Series. They earned their pinstripes in all series long, and they stood Pinstripe Strong. Who you got, Chris?
It was with the Rays like stepping out and try to like get our guys on balance and shit.
Pitchcom.
F you, Rays.
What you got, Chris?
Who I got.
Chris has
I'm
an
gonna give it
owl.
a Cole.
Huh?
I'm gonna give it a Garrett Cole.
Oh, nice. You get it. You giving it to the big
That was the
4-5.
guy-
It didn't
that was
play
the
games
guy-
with you. It's an aim at you. It's a... All right, go ahead, Chris.
That was the pitcher that you chose that was gonna be big time. And Cortez, I chose Cortez, and yeah, definitely night and day.
Yeah, we did choose a kind of like a pitching performance of the series, right?
Yeah, we did.
Oh
We did.
shit, I won that.
You won that.
Oh wow, I won the first ever because we do it all the time.
Yeah, the
I won the
ever.
first ever because we do it all the time. Tradition.
all the time. Tradition.
The pitching performance of the series. Yes.
Good
All
job,
right, good.
man. 12 Ks,
That's
No hitter
I
in the
mean,
eighth.
that's the performance.
3 walks.
It was. There's no rival.
Yeah, he took a dump on Choi. He was like, yo, get out of here, Choi.
Fuck out of here, Joey.
Get out of here, Paredes. Get out of here, Walls. But yeah, Garrett Cole is my Pinstripe Strong Performer. I mean, you're an ace. This is what you're supposed to do. But when you do it, that's the kicker. I don't know what that means, but
Okay.
who you got, Joe?
I will go with I always want to I always like to look before I always have a person that I want to give it to.
The offense didn't really do much
Well,
except for like
I have a person, but in
except for like
offense,
DJ and Trevino.
right? I have a person, but I'm just thinking of like always showing love to other people that may otherwise not get love, you know?
Love.
You know what?
Need anything.
Oh man, he did give up a run. He gave up that home run. Oh, that sullies it. That sullies.
Boy.
Sullies.
Sully.
I was gonna do Clark
Man, if
Schmidt.
you
I was
don't
gonna do
give
Clark
it to-
Schmidt. But no, I'm gonna go with Jose Trevino. I mean, how could
Absolutely.
did a
Come
great
on.
job there. No, I wanted to give it to Clark Schmidt because of what he did. I forgot that they scored a run on him, but
No,
Trevino.
I think Clark Schmidt got one. Didn't Clark Schmidt
No,
get, like,
it's
a
hard
win?
for relievers in this podcast to get it. You know, we gotta show more love to other people too. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give it to Jose Trevino for him to hit that. I mean, he hit a tank, Chris. That wasn't like a little wall scraper or hey, my Punch and Judy catcher. No, that was an all-star catcher, Kyle Trevino homer.
As per the number or the distance is almost at the same or close to.
I don't care what those numbers tell me. It is not on Aaron Judge's second home run level.
I don't know what's going on with that dude.
No way. But Jose
want
Trevino,
smoke.
whether it's throwing out the guy on third, whether it's working the count, hustling to extend the inning, whether it's stealing strikes, handling the pitching staff, the other run scored that he had as well. Like Jose Trevino
Yeah.
is an all-star. He is an all-star.
He'll probably get in as a reserve.
But he deserves to be in.
Jose Trevino deserves to start over Alexander Kirk.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
yes.
Kirk. I know you've been doing your thing. But it's Jose Trevino we're talking about, B. So we gotta send Trevino to the All-Star game.
Yes, everybody
We gotta
vote.
go.
Please vote.
Everybody vote. Let's start a hashtag. Let's go crazy.
Yeah,
B.
let's go
Way too
crazy.
Yankee fans.
Vote Yankees
for
or something
Alexander
like that.
Kirk to be leading over Jose Trevino, B. Is
Nah,
that
there's
not
no
enough?
way.
You know,
Bro,
and I'm
they
pretty sure-
they're like in hockey playoff mode up there in the six, bro. They don't
Exactly,
care,
we
bro.
don't.
Come on now.
like that's what we doing. Be now. We got to vote for Mans. We got to vote for the brother. We got to get into the All-Star game,
Yes,
and he got a pinstripe strong performer too.
absolutely.
It's time for you trash.
For the good is always the bad, of course, and it's time for the you
Trade.
trash, man.
Bro, you're trash, bro. Is them tears, bro? Come on, bro. You gotta get you together, boy.
We gotta get you together, boy.
Together, yo. Who you got, Joe? Who you got, Joe?
You know what? I don't even expect anything out of Gallo anymore. I'm just not even gonna go that route. I'm not gonna do it. I'm good.
Yeah, give it to somebody who you expected to go off and they didn't. That's what you trash is for.
Oh, okay. All right, good. Somebody I expected to go off.
And didn't. That's what you trash should be. You would trash this series. You know,
Yes,
this
yes,
guy.
yes. You know what?
You know what I mean?
Thank you. Okay, so I mean by
default.
by default, by the letter of that law per se, Your Honor, and no personal attack on anybody. I still love this person, Your Honor. If this person still pitches the way that they pitched the whole year, Your Honor, then this is an aberration. This is like a little bump in the road. I love this guy. He's de lo mío.
De lo mío.
But Nestor Cortez, 4 1/3. Yo, your cutters are doing nothing against them. They were just like, they got hit out. You know, mind you, it's just a little bump in the road. It's like this is like a little pop-out.
Pop-out.
Like a little pop-out. It's okay. You'll come back better next time. But you know what? We only give it to people that we expected to do well, and we expect big things out of you, Nestor Cortez. And I hope that the Yankees. One thing I do think the Yankees need to manage his load a little bit, Chris, because he's going to approach a career high in innings pitched.
Yes.
Okay, so they're gonna have to do that. You know, I don't know if they'll start using more starters, just kind of piggyback him a little bit. To, you know, just think about that, right? So it's cool, and not only that, but I was sitting in the section with Nestor's family as well. They were there. You know, also when you come back home, they're hardly a kid. There's also that pressure of you pitching at home and family there, and you got to worry about getting them in the stadium and all this stuff. And oh well, at the same time, Joe got to win the 50-50. Like, he's worrying about a lot of stuff. You know
know the good thing about the bad is Matt Blake can sit down with you and be like, yo, this is what happened here. Your cutter here and that. When you're going good, it's like, yo, just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, like, why are you talking to me right now?
Yeah, why are you talking to me right now? I'm going good. And I understand you. Maybe you look at your starts or whatever, like,
Yeah.
oh, you know, I did hit, but I did allow this hit. I did walk this guy here, so let me do. But when you get rocked like Cortez got rocked,
Yeah,
because it's like now it's like, I bet let's take a look. So Cortez, we not expect, but you know, we know that you're gonna do the things that you got to, you know, do the thing you got to do to get better, and hopefully you have a better start next time out.
I will say this real quick, all right, for Nestor Cortez, just something to look at. Okay, we did it. We did a goal. We just got to kind of look at it real quick. Okay, I was looking at his starts, Chris.
After he got hit.
After he got hit with the ball, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
4 1/3 against Tampa here. Mind you, he's facing them again in the last couple of days. He pitched 5 1/3 of 1-run ball, which is good. So sometimes they make adjustments when you face them in that. I think we talked about that, right, Chris? Like facing somebody in like a short span. Because when we faced the White Sox, faced them in like a short span, they started hitting us the second time through. That's understandable.
That's why I was worried, because remember initially Savvy was supposed to start.
Correct, and that kind of moved everybody around.
Yeah, and then Cole, he ended up facing Tampa
Yes. Good.
And so they saw him like they just saw him, and now he pitched even better, but that's why he's the ace.
Yeah.
But,
against Minnesota, 4 1/3 of 4 runs. That
was the series. That was the game that he got hit.
That was the game that he right. So then a lot of stuff was going on. Right. These last 3 starts, technically. Well, you know what? That other start against Tampa at the stadium wasn't bad. Right.
It wasn't bad. It was like 5
he
innings
pitched into the 6th inning, 1 run. Yeah. So it's fine. That one was good. But 2 out of the last 3 starts, it's been. He's been getting shelled. That's 8 runs, bro. The 8 runs in those 2 starts. But it's cool. It's cool. You're not expected to be perfect. So who you got, Chris?
And it happened earlier in the season as well. Remember that I was like, yo, I don't know, man. Cortez, he's a little shaky. He was like, yo, don't worry about it, Chris.
Yeah.
And then he went on a run. So, hey, he'll pick it up. I was going to go with Big G, but he is working some walks.
That's why I didn't. Great catch, Chris. Great. That's a great catch. Really happy you caught that. Very good.
Right there. And the throw.
The throws.
And the throw. The cannon, man. So I'm going to give it a Glaber.
Okay.
I'm going to give it a Glaber. We love Glaber.
Yes.
1 hit, which was a double. He did score. He had a stolen base as well, but he really didn't do much else.
Right.
He struck out 3 times. You know what I mean? So definitely, I feel like Glaber in the Houston series is going to do some big things.
Okay.
But right now, man, Glaber, you didn't really do much here, and but I know that you're going to do your job, help your team, and play your game.
That's
against
it.
Houston. You're going to come back home now.
Yep.
New York, probably get the haircut.
Your camera.
You know what I mean? Go to get some good food, some pollo, and you're gonna do good, B. We got this. But for right now, you trash, my guy.
Yeah. Your camera.
All love though, Glaber.
Your camera.
God damn it. All love, Glaber. All love.
Yes. So that's it for that. That's for you, trash.
Bro, you're trash, bro. Is them tears, bro? Come on, bro. You gotta get you together, boy.
All right, cool. So now, Chris, it's time for Pick to Click.
Pick to click.
New series coming. Let's talk about the series coming up now. We got 4 big games against the Astros. We'll call them big games because this is the second best team in the American League. This is a litmus test kind of game against the team that you'll probably see. This is the team that has prevented the Yankees from reaching that holy grail. 2017, 2019, and they have read up. They have read up, and they're still good. Okay? So you're going to see this team now. This is your first look at the Houston Astros. It was supposed to be in the beginning of the season, but because of, the season being delayed, it's going to be now. It's going to be me. All right. Chris, do we have the pitching probables?
We do. Is that enough?
Okay.
We got Valdez and Tyone.
Ooh, that's a good one. Okay.
That's a good one.
Valdez is good.
He's 7-3 with a 2.78 ERA.
Yes.
Tyone is 8-1 with a 2.70 ERA. There's a good matchup. On Friday, wow. Severino versus Verlander.
Severino versus Verlander.
Verlander's 8-3 with a 2.30 ERA. Sevy's 4-1.
Yes.
With a 3.27.
Yes.
Right
that's a really good matchup, Chris.
Wow.
The second matchup already. What we got for game 3?
Third matchup, Cole versus Javier. Former Astro Cole versus Javier. That's a good one. He's 4-3 with a 3.07 ERA. Javier
Still pitches well. He pitches well.
He pitches well. And the last game, Cortez.
That's a Cortez.
This is the one. Cortez, if you wanna show people that, you know what? All-star is me.
Yeah.
And me am an all-star.
Go out there and shut down this lineup.
This is the one. And versus Urquidy.
Yes. Ooh, Urquidy. Okay. Chris, I felt like you were like a waiter. Well, for the, for an appetizer, we're gonna be giving you this side of thing.
And
We're gonna then bring you. No, we're gonna bring you your drinks. We're gonna bring you your drinks. That is the first thing. Then after that, we're gonna wet your beak with one of our best appetizers on the menu. Of course,
don't ever tell me wet my beak.
we'll put that right there. Don't worry about that. We're gonna put this appetizer here. Don't worry about it, my good sir. Then after that, we're gonna bring in the entree. The entree is going to be with all of the trimmings, a nice steak, just some of the best right there, the best cut. Would you like that medium or medium rare, my good sir?
Did you have that steak?
I didn't because it was close. Taste was close.
You like Carmine's? Is it Carmine's? Is it called Carmine's?
I don't know. That sounds like an Italian restaurant.
It's a great restaurant downtown.
The other thing is, and that's for as far as and then of course we have the delicious dessert, my good sir. We're going to go ahead and finish this off with a beautiful dessert. A nice 1, 2, 3, 4 game set. Yankees versus the Astros. A beautiful 4-course meal for you, my good sir. Is there anything else that I can do for you and your table? Absolutely not, sir. Thank you.
A sweep.
How sweep it is. Sir, the broom, we'll keep the broom on the side, but this is a very tough team, of course.
Tough team. The Yankees are 4-2 in their last 6.
Good job. All right. So, that being said, you guys heard the pitching matchups. You guys heard all of that stuff. One person to really look out for is the Astros shortstop. That kid is very good. We're going to get a first Pena. Is it Pena? Yes.
Jeremy Pena, yeah.
Jeremy Pena. First look at him. We're going to see that. But the real guy to really look out there for in that lineup is their version of Aaron Judge. It's going to be Yordan Alvarez. Who is disgusting this year. He is unbelievable this year. So watch out for him. He hits tanks, bro. And
he actually leads in exit velocity, is it? I think
yes, I've seen that. Yes. When he hits the ball, it goes, guys. When he hits the ball, it goes. So we've seen that from him before in the past.
He's a lefty, right?
He is a lefty. So he's coming to Yankee Stadium with a short porch. Be careful. Take care of the ball. Keep the ball on the ground. Chris, who do we have for your pitching performance? We call the starters. I won, right? Okay, pitching performance.
Yeah, you go first.
We do this as tradition. We do this all the time.
All the time. Without looking at the numbers, I'm just going to go. It's Taillon. You can choose Taillon, Sevy, Cole. You can't pick Cole. Not this series.
Why not? No, because you want him.
No, because we can't pick the Pinstripe Strong Perform. We can't pick him like.
Who's that? I know way you make. How you making the rules?
No, pick to click. We can't pick. You can't pick the same choice or the same player back to back. That's the rule that you made.
Well, that's for
pick to click.
That's for pick to click. But this is pitching performance is different.
Pick your pitch. Pick your pitch. All right, so go.
All right,
pick whoever.
Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give it to Severino.
Damn it.
Luis Severino, I think he's going to show up in this series and he's going to have the best start out of all 4 starters. I think he loves the big moment. We're going to see some Sevy T-Rex arms getting hype in that start. We're going to see that. You know, he's going to be going up against Verlander, you said, Chris?
Verlander. I think that's the game.
If he's going up against Verlander, Chris, this is game 2, Friday night?
Game 2, Friday night.
Friday night lights at the stadium, bro? What are you, crazy? Bro, I'm in there, bro. I need to go see Sevy. Severino's going to have the best start. Going up against Verlander, going up against the Astros. He's going to go in there and try to shut that down. Let's go, Severino.
Bro, this is a big series, man. I don't care. June 20,
huge.
June 20, whatever.
Huge.
This is a huge series, man.
Who you got, Chris?
You know what? Taillon.
You
know why?
Why?
Bro, that's the first game.
It is the first game.
You gotta make a statement.
I agree. I agree.
You got to get that bag. How you get that bag? By shutting down a team like the Astros.
The Astros.
That's how you get that bag. Go get that bag. Hey, man, Taillon.
It's a fact.
I'll probably buy a bottle of Jameson tomorrow, baby.
Ooh,
I'll
okay.
probably buy a bottle of Jameson, you know what I mean? Take a shot for every strikeout. And Taillon's going for the record strikeout. 20,
Chris is like
21
loopy.
No, but yeah, that's my guy. Taillon.
We're gonna hear "fuck Altuve" chants in the stadium. It's fine because they're playing them, but it's gonna be crazy. The stadium is gonna be ratcheted up, Chris.
Absolutely.
So
I seen a clip talking about that. About who's hated most, Trey Young or Reggie Miller in New York, and they said Trey Young, and Trey Young's father said they say F Trey Young in Yankee Stadium.
That is true.
They never said F Reggie Miller in Yankee Stadium.
That's true.
So I thought that was funny, but don't get Altuve mad, yo. Like,
not mad, just it's like, you know.
That's it, because he rocked us last time y'all were doing that whole F Altuve thing.
I want the Yankees to really bring it pitching wise, like to really like this guy. This offense from the Astros is good. Is really good, and there are some really good players in there. They pitch really well. If the Yankees could play like a perfect series to me, Chris, is the Yankees hitting, their pitching, and the Yankee pitching shutting them down. Obviously, you want that every single game. But anyway,
you know, when it comes to the numbers, that's exactly what the Yankees are doing.
Yeah, it is.
So just keep doing what you're doing.
Work on that run differential this weekend, boy.
They good. Their pitching is good. Their hitting is good. Their defense is good. But we better.
So what do you? Show you're better. Like show you're better.
Show you're better. Exactly. So
what do you? Okay. So who's your pick? Oh, so pick to click. Since you won, who do you have?
I'm gonna go. You know, it's been a minute. I'm gonna go Judge.
That's a great.
That's a
great pick for this kind of series.
I know, man.
Damn, that's a great pick for this series, though. I mean, it's a very, very, very good pick for this series.
Especially the way he ended this series.
That's a good pick. Man, that's a good pick. All right. Oh, shit, man, that was a good pick. All right. Also, the stadium is going to be packed on Friday, Chris. Nasty Nestor T-shirt night. It's just a lot of stuff for Severino.
Bro, this series,
it's a lot of buzz.
Guys, this series is going to be insane, man. I love it. I love baseball, man.
Yeah, I love baseball. I'm glad that Sunday is not a Sunday night baseball game, too. All right. So,
who you got?
I feel like Stanton is due.
I like that.
I feel like Giancarlo Stanton is due. Like he's ready for these. He's walking. This is what happens when he does. He walks. He starts to walk. Then he starts to hit the ball hard right at people. Today he hit the ball right at somebody in center field. You know, he walked quite a bit. They're not really pitching him. Chris.
Yo.
I think in this series, they're going to try to pitch to him. And they're going to regret it. And he's going to hit some Giancarlo Stantonian bombs. And I think we're going to see that there. So.
Bro, he was walking, man. So that means he's like gearing up,
I think the whole defense stuff, Chris. Hey, the defense stuff is going to get him going.
Pick. It's a great pick.
It's a great pick.
When Stanton goes,
he just needs one.
Just give him one.
Chris, he missed one a little bit today with got under it a little bit.
Man.
A hanger.
He took that rocket from Stanton, man. F walls, man.
Chris, if he hits one, American League, watch out. He's going on a binge.
It's over.
4 against the Astros at the stadium, place rocking. We can see Giancarlo doing that. I can see that. Anthony Hall, $5. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, Gallo better not cost us a game or I'm done with him. Oh, now you're done? Bro, I've been done. He has one more chance to show up. Well, at least you're giving him a chance. I'm out. Great job there. Great pick to clicks. Great pitching performances. Love that. Chris, is there anything else? Anything else we want to talk about here? Swag champ?
Swag champ. I mean, who you saw the guys?
I seen the guys.
Who'd you give a swag champ to? What cologne they had on, man?
I don't know about what cologne, but I will say Gleyber was looking mighty icy. And he had the Givenchy.
Oh,
he had the shirt on. It looks nice. That shirt, did I say it right? Givenchy. Yeah, it looks good. It looked good. I'm probably gonna give it to Gleyber. That look good. Sevy, they all look great. You know, Loaiza look very swaggy.
Why is he?
So they all look good.
He's got our shirt too, man. He's got our Yellow Mirror shirt.
Exactly.
No. I mean, I think that's it. I mean, 3 out of 4.
Let's go 3 out of 4. Remember when we started the stretch? You were like, what did you say? What was the number that you said?
I said 14-3.
Was it 14-3?
Yeah, because it was 17 games. I said 14-3.
Now the Yankees have lost
1, 2, 3.
2 so far. So
yeah, so they swept Tampa. They took 2 out of 3 from Toronto. They took 2 out of 3 from Tampa again.
Yes.
So was that 5, 7, and they're 7-2.
They're 7-2. They got the 4-gamer against the Astros. I think I said 5 or 6.
You said 12-5. You said 12-5. I said 14-3. So they can so they're 7-2 right now. So that's 9 games. So the next 8 games they could only lose. They have to go.
I don't know.
7-1.
I'm not saying it's impossible because they also have the Guardians who are playing well right now. They got the Oakland Athletics as well.
The Guardians where
they got the Guardians in the first weekend of July.
Oh no, I'm talking about the 17th game is that Houston game in Houston.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're gonna stop it there, I was gonna say you can stop because the Yankees don't have a day off until after that thing.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was kind of counting, but it's fine if you don't want to count that. Then that's fine. You could just count the rest of this month. No, it's fine. You could count the rest of this month.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, because the 17th game was the one that
they'll have Houston. They can't lose to Oakland.
Yeah, they can't lose to Oakland, and that's at home as well. So they can't lose to Oakland. Yeah. I think if they 3 out of 4 from Houston, and sweep Oakland, and take that game in Houston, I think I'll be good. But yeah, I said 14-3. So let's see. I'm still good. I'm still in the money.
All right, good job. Well, let's see what's happening there, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us today on this exciting episode of the PinstripeStrong Podcast. Glad you joined us. If you stood this long, I appreciate you guys so much, more than what you guys will know and understand. We love you guys so much. If you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure you guys click a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, of course. If you guys haven't ever joined one of these live streams, feel free to do so. You can follow me on twitch.tv/JoezMcFly or follow us on YouTube. Just look for Pinstripe Strong as well. From Chris and I, and also Keith, who's always here, always hanging out with us. Guys, like I always say, make sure you guys keep your pinstripes on and stay pinstripe strong. Let's go, Yankees! Pinstripe strong today. I'm wearing my pinstripes, and they're on. Pinstripe strong, on and low with pinstripe strong, pinstripe strong, pinstripe strong. Shots at night. We got it. See you guys. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Oh, okay. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Appreciate you guys chat. We're going to have to get the Noah We Out of Here back because so many people are asking for it. I'm going to have to get the sound from somewhere.
They don't record it again.
I don't have to. Yo, we out of here, my G. What's it?
We got it, yo.
Voice is mad deep. Hopefully my kids are feeling better. They feel a little sick. I think the change of weather going down there to Florida may have gotten them a little sick. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, change of weather's not good.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'll see you guys later. Love yas. Peace. Tomorrow I'm doing baseball today early with Trevor Plouffe. So I'll see you guys later. Deuces.